Hello YouTube, it's the Gruppeteer, and I'm back again with another video. And as you can see, I'm obviously not in my normal attire. I'm wearing my just a normal shirt and little floral sunglasses. That's because I'm on vacation on my second home in Falmouth, Massachusetts. I forgot to pack my normal sunglasses and Gruppeteer shirt, which I normally do a video in, so I really didn't want to make a comedy just with the t-shirt on, and I wanted to get a video out, so I made a video that I've kind of been wanting to make for a while, and so I figured I'd just do it now. So excuse, not the normal thing I usually wear. But today's video topic of discussion is my top 10 most wanted third-party characters in the next Super Smash Bros. Game, and that would never happen, like, ever. So that means this list is probably is going to have a lot of obscure characters you wouldn't expect to see in Super Smash Bros. And that's saying something. I mean, with some of that, hey there, ladies. With some. No, that was, sorry about that. Some of the, my hair's in my face. I'm gonna eat it. And what was I even saying? Yes, and that's saying something was, the lineup of characters we've seen before, like Mr. Game & Watch and Ice Climbers, and, some of the characters you wouldn't expect to see. So, this list, is strictly my opinion. When I say probably will never happen, that's because these are, as I said before, pretty obscure characters you wouldn't expect to be in the game, but I think would be pretty cool. Disclaimer, Simon Belmont will not be on this list because, seeing how he was in the Captain N show back when Nintendo had that show, there's a good chance he might be in the game, and if not a good chance, then there is a possibility that he would be in the game, so he wouldn't be as obscure as some of the characters on this list. Also, these have to be strictly video game characters, not made by Nintendo, and not in the universe of a character already in the game, which means no characters from the Mega Man, Sonic, or Pac-Man franchises. So don't expect to see Amy or Knuckles or Miss Pac-Man or Dr. Willy or whatever on this list, because those will not count. Wreck-It Ralph isn't going to be on this list. No other, Batman, Arkham, he's not going to be on here. Just original video game characters, unless, if they were in a movie and then made into a video game, doesn't count. So, yeah, with that said, let's start the list. Number 10 is Arthas. I think I'm saying that right. Arthas from World of Warcraft. And this might seem like a really strange choice, and that's because it is, which you will see a lot of on this list. Arthas would kind of be like Ganondorf in a way, really strong, has a lot of cool armor and everything. I don't really play a lot of World of Warcraft. I dare say I haven't really played it at all. But my friend, he does play a lot, and he suggested that this would be an interesting character. Looking into the character more, I only really know him because he has his own pop figure. But looking into the character more, he is a very interesting design, and he probably would make a pretty cool character. From what I hear, there's an incredibly diverse amount of attacks and, special stuff you can use in the World of Warcraft games. I don't know if his arsenal is as diverse as some of the other things, but he can probably use, magic or something. I saw a few pictures with him as a sword, so he can use, a big old sword to slash up some guys. It could be a pretty cool idea. I don't know. Let's see if they do it. They probably won't. Number 9. This one will never happen in a million years. It is the little Pop Tropica guy from the game Pop Tropica. If you don't know what Pop Tropica is, it's made by the same guy that makes the Diary of the Wimpy Kid series, and it's like it's like a little video game for younger kids. Just this, as I said, this is a really obscure choice. Seeing how Pop Tropica is, just something you really wouldn't think to see. But just one of little characters with their floaty heads or something. You could use for attacks, you could use maybe some of the items you have to find or collect in the game. Maybe Final Smash, you could use that big old balloon thing they used to travel from island to island and bring it here and there. I don't know. I haven't played Prop Tropica in a while, but I think he would be a very interesting choice to add to the game. Number 8 isn't as obscure, but it's still kind of out there. Bomberman from, obviously, the Bomberman franchise. This one pretty much speaks for itself. He creates bombs, he throws bombs. His moves could be, based on power-ups, or maybe, bombs, or like in Mega Man's case, possibly combined with some of the other Bombermans in the Bomberman series. So, a whole bunch of projectiles, explosives, all the fun stuff. He could make an interesting choice. Number 7 is Maxwell from the Scribblenauts series. This is another one that I don't really know that much about, but my friend said it would be my friend who plays a lot of Scribblenauts said it would be an interesting choice. From what I can tell, he has a little jetpack, so that could be used as like a recovery move or something. Obviously, he can, as you can probably tell, he scribbles a lot, so that could be something you could check out. Oh, no, not, like, maybe his special moves, taking out, like, that big pencil thing and, like, shooting, like, a scribble across the screen or something. I don't know. It could work. Maybe using some of the items that they use in the game, or just, like, drawing weapons and then using the weapons. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. I don't really know that much about the game. But it would be an interesting choice, and I'd love to see if Nintendo would do it. The video. No. Sorry about that. Number 6 is Banjo and Kazooie. This one also pretty much speaks for itself. As stated in an interview, Mr. Sakurai wanted this one to be in the Super Smash Bros. Melee, which he did not get to do. But you can pretty much, guess what his moveset would be. Banjo using his friend, or I don't know which one is Banjo and which one is Kazooie. I'm sorry, I'm not really an old school gamer in that sense. But I think Kazooie's the bird. I don't know. Don't hate me for this. I'm sorry. But using the bird, like I know he can use the pecking attacks where it comes out and he pecks from the backpack. And a Banjo can use some of the items he gets in the game, as I've said before. And he'd be a pretty good recovery move for when the bird comes out of the backpack and helps them fly to different areas. I mean, it could be interesting, and I actually wouldn't be that surprised if Nintendo added them. Actually, why is he even on this list if I'm not surprised? I don't know, it's my list. Number 5 is Shell. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying it right. From Portal. This is another choice that probably won't happen. But obviously, Shell from Portal, she has a portal gun. She could, like, shoot Portal over here and then walk through it over there or something. I don't know, as like the double team move, or like that, by Lucario, or that move that Meta Knight uses when he, like, goes invisible and then turns up somewhere else. It could be an interesting choice, and maybe using, like, a companion cube to throw as a projectile, or maybe Wesley or something, or shooting lasers. All kinds of things that she got at the Aperture Science Labs could come into play in her moveset. So, it could be an interesting choice. You never know. Number 4 is a choice that I don't know if it would happen. I would be surprised if it did. But it's Volt Boy from the Fallout series. Volt Boy, for those who don't know, is like, when you get an item in the game, Volt Boy is like the little, he shows like a little, like, maybe you get a gun, and you select the gun, there'll be like a picture next to the gun of this little guy, like, holding a gun and doing like a silly stance or something. He's Volt Boy. He also Pip Boy, as some people know him. He would be an interesting choice because, as I said before, he holds up all the guns and stuff. So he could use some of the weapons, like maybe in the stances that he is seeing the little illustrations next to all the weapons. He would also be a really funny choice too. Like, you do a taunt, he does like the big old thumbs up thing that he does, and it would just be an interesting choice. He could do some pretty funny things with the character. Number 3 is one that I really hope will happen, but I know it never will. It's Epic Mickey from the Epic Mickey series, and not just normal Mickey Mouse, Epic Mickey, with like the paintbrush and like the design and everything. Because seeing how much thought went into the Epic Mickey games, like making Mickey move like he was the original Mickey Mouse, would translate pretty well into some of the moves like in the Super Smash Bros. Series, or just the way he moves in general, which would give his character more personality. Like King Dedede or Wario in Brawl, like DDD has like the big expressions on his face, which gives him more character than Link or something that just pretty much looks like the entire game. That's pretty good comparison. But also using the paintbrush and paint thinner to like push back enemies, kind of like Squirtle's water gun shooting move. Maybe he could use Oswald as a recovery, like he grabs on Oswald, like Oswald just magically appears and his ears flip around and he just flies back on the screen. They could do some pretty interesting things with the character. It's a shame that I am pretty much 100% sure he will not show up in any Smash Bros. Game. Number 2 is a choice that you might find very, very strange, and it is Pajama Sam from the Humongous Education Entertainment series. If you aren't familiar with the series, they're a type of video game aimed for very young children, and they're educational. They include Pajama Sam, which is kind of like the mascot, and then Putt Putt, Freddy the Fish, and this other like Fox James Bond type guy. Seeing how Smash Bros. Likes to surprise people with characters you wouldn't expect, Pajama Sam seems almost a perfect idea to show up in the Smash Bros. Games. Maybe like the way Wario uses the Wario bike, Pajama Sam could like pull out Putt Putt and start going across the screen or something. Or maybe like throw Freddy Fish, or use that move that I don't know much about the James Bond Fox one. I didn't play that as a kid. But the other ones I did play, Pajama Sam would make a pretty interesting choice for a character. And so that's pretty much it. And the number one third-party character that I'd like to see in the new Super Smash Bros. Games that will never happen is Steve from Minecraft. This is a pretty obscure decision. Well, most of the games on this list are computer games, or computer/mobile games. And Steve from Minecraft, obviously with Minecraft's growing popularity, most people at least know what Steve or a creeper looks like. Well, a creeper in the game. And Steve, just so many possibilities with him. You could probably set up his entire moveset around things that he uses in the game, like Mr. Game & Watch or something. He could use like a sword, and like maybe one of his moves is like taking out a sword and hitting it, but every single time it's kind of like Mr. Game & Watch's judge move. You don't know what sword you're going to pull out, so maybe you could pull like a wooden sword and it wouldn't do as much damage, but the next time you pull like a diamond sword and it does a lot of damage. A whole bunch of interesting things you could do. Maybe like take out a creeper and throw it and it explodes, or take out a thing of TNT and it explodes. Maybe like alternate skins could be like Herobrine and Notch, and like other like famous Minecrafters like Sky does Minecraft, and Captain Sparkles, things like that. Just pretty much use any of the weapons in the game, like the hoe or the axe or the shovel, pretty much anything. The only reason that I don't think he would work is because Minecraft obviously centers around building, and it would be hard to make Steve without any moves that involves like building something, which could alter the like stage. Maybe one of his moves is like placing down a grass block that could like alter the stage, and I don't know if Nintendo would want to do that, like make a character that can alter the stage. So maybe like maybe his down move, like when he's in the air, his down aerial or his meteor smash would be like to drop a sand block, and you know how they fall in the game. Maybe if it just fell and disappeared or something, but I don't know. So that's my list of top 10 characters I'd like to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Game, but will never happen. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a little thumbs up, and maybe just go and tell everybody that the Gruppeteer is the coolest guy ever. That's pretty good. Maybe I should be in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. What would I do? Like scare women away? That'd be good. Just like Final Smash boring vlog. I'm gonna go ask Nintendo right now.